We're back with a second solve analysis of the day. We got Plox, formerly known as Disturbing Pop-Tart. We got 6x6, 251 Mina 3. I think centers, the last solve was the last two center case, so I run it fairly often. Don't know how to do it at all. Alright, last two center case on the last solve. We'll check that out. Edges, centers to edge pairing conditions is bad. 2.5 years, 14 to 21 hours. Yes, 251 in 2.5 years is pretty solid. That's pretty legit. Yeah, it's pretty legit. 14 to 21 hours, yeah. That's like a lot of practice for a good time, so it makes sense. Was doing a lot more practice. My hands started hurting. Normally do hour and a half to 2 now. Edge selection fluidity is bad. I don't know if that's a side effect of averaging 3. We'll see. All right, 257, 248, 250. Here we go. So this is sub 3, so I'm trying to think. Sub 3 means you're like know what's going on, but like a lot. Okay. All right, I like that. Good TPS, good smoothness. All right, I like this insert right here. So honestly, I would do a full rotation and then like insert it with the green on top. That's just a waste of moves. So I just see that insert like that, like quickly with the D. I like that. Good stuff. A little bit of fumble there, not a big deal. Nice and smooth stuff. That was good. That was good. So I would say this is good because so there's two options here. So you can so you put the bar on the left, and now you can insert this with a slice or with a wide move. So a wide move is fine, and the first glance might be like, always do a wide move. You're not saving any pieces, but in this case, you want to do the slice because if you do a wide move, then you have the two bars opposite of each other, and you're going to have to slice later. You might as well just do the slice now. Also leaves more options available. It just having the 2x4 together when it's just a better option, and it doesn't save you any. It doesn't cost you any time. I like that. Right here, quick note right here. This case right here. So Plox is doing. So you notice how he brings these two pieces down, and then he like has to do this awkward like move like that. That's not great. You don't want to do that. So you're right here. So right here, let me just pull it up. Oh, this is my weird cube. I have one weird one and one normal one. I'll even do the same color centers to make it really easy. All right, so Plox is like right. No, he's right. He's right here. He's got this and he's got this. So what Plox does is he goes like this. I think how it works out, and there's no slices, but you're right here. Match them up first. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4 moves. So 1, 2, 3, 4. As opposed to, I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is as a rotation, so yeah, just do stuff like that. For that case, nice. Ooh, I like that. That was pretty solid. So this is good because Plox, so he puts the corner. This is nice, actually. This is really nice. This is actually really good stuff. So Plox has this corner piece in this under his thumb right here, and he moves it up to here. It's like now here, and he's got two blue pieces down here. You're like, why didn't he just move it all the way back down? And that would make sense if the bar was solid, but the bar is not solid. So that move is actually a waste because you're gonna have to like do a slice or something anyways. And now he sees the extra blue piece up here. Now he brings the corner to match, and then there's no slices involved there. So I like that. That was good stuff. What bar is he doing? White? Wait, is that one white bar? Oh, holy crap. That's bad selection. So, yikes. White here. Okay, so red is obviously the best solution here because right here you got a 3x1. Up here on the U face, you have You have a 3x1 right here, and then this piece will make this piece with this 3x1 will make red bar, inner red bar, in like 3 moves. Then you're just looking for a red corner, which is also super easy to find. White, if you're doing white, it's not that bad. This corner right here and this piece right here will make a bar in 2 moves. But doing the white inner bar is honestly like one of the worst choices. What the hell was that? Okay. Okay, so you're right here, right? Okay, let's assume we've gotten ourselves into this terrible position here. These 3 pieces right here and this one right here, these 3 right here make up a full bar. So you turn this into a full bar. You have and then you also have this 3x1 white up here to make your next bar. Do not do this. You now turn 2 3x1s into just 1 bar, even though you had the full bar already done. And now you do some weird like slice. Now you're into awkward slice moves and just weird slice moves all day. Oh, good. I like that. That was solid. I was wondering if you remember that. So right here, right about here. So Plox there's a white piece, like an RY2 away from right here. On the opposite side of the cube right here is a white piece. And this is good because Plox, a lot of people would look to see what the last piece is, but he remembers, so good job. Nice solid work right there. Although I would have... Okay, so one quick note right here. This is something that'd be pretty helpful for you because there's actually... most of the stuff's pretty solid so far, so... So you're right here. Okay, so you're in the previous spot. So pretend this bar is down right here. So notice how you have this kind of 3x1, this 3 out of 4 red solid right here. It's like it's just missing 1 piece. And if you remember, there were a lot of reds up here before, and there's probably another red that's going to slide into place. If you had moved this white bar, I know you were trying to cancel the slice, which is good, but if you had moved this white bar down, done an F, and now that leaves that open slot open, where that one slot in the slice that you're going to do, and then slice the inner white bar down, and I'm like 99% sure it would have finished that red bar for you. Instead, you get this okay case. Alright, not bad here. Good. Pull that corner out. That's fine. Yeah, you're kind of have to do a slice there. Not a big deal. It's kind of just stuck doing it. That was kind of weird. Are you left-handed? Could you show that? Yeah. Let me switch it up. So Plox said something along the lines of it was like about no, it wasn't. It was something like I don't know. Okay, it was I feel like what was it? Let's go back. It's actually pretty good. Like we should definitely go over this. Let me find out exactly what it was. Oh, there it was. It's really hard to set up a case like this is the thing. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I can show you to actually. See how you have this full bar right here? You have this 2x1 red right here, and then you slice out of it, right? So you gotta remember that 2x1 right there. So when you slice, you did an inner double slice. So you know when you slice back, those pieces are gonna show up again. So then this is actually 100% chance that on the opposite side there was that 2x1, And if you just gone, so now, okay, so let me see if I can set it up again. What the hell? Before you had, I can set this up. It should only take a second. Actually, that's pretty solid. Okay, Plock still doesn't quite get it, so I definitely want to show this. Okay, I know where we're at. Okay, I got this. I got the case. Let's make it on white. Okay, so we're here. Okay, so we're essentially right about here. So what's gonna happen here is you see that this bar is already made right here, and like, okay, that's like something that we could save. Maybe saving that or completely is like a little interesting, but so when you do this 2x1, like you slice this to here, right? So now you want, this is the right move. You have this bar here, it's solved. And you, like what Plox does, he goes up and then pulls them both down. But what you can do is you already know down here that there's this 2x1. So what you can do here is instead you go slice this down. This 2x1's still down there. Leave this slot open, and then when you slice back, well, that got really lucky because I set it up like that. But there would have been that one bar. That second bar is like totally garbage, so that wouldn't have happened. The second bar wouldn't. The first bar, the inner bar would have. So yeah, all right, let's keep watching. Red is pretty solid here. Just some garbage cases. Not too bad. Probably would have gone outer first, but not a big deal. Okay, the Plox is left-handed, so let's see. It's kind of a garbage case. Wasn't too bad though. All right. Red and white, right? Yep. Orange and white. Yeah. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Whoa. What? You don't rotate like that. This rotation right here, like that, that's not okay. That's not okay. If you're gonna rotate, like you have your edges or something, like your slice like this or whatever, and you want to rotate to find some more edges, like boom. Because you're working on one of these two edges and you want to do that, yeah, okay, he doesn't do that anymore. Yeah, don't rotate like that. Cool. Edges don't seem too... I honestly thought I had it in slow-mo for a second. Pro tip right here, you see this, like... One sec. There's a quick little thing you got. So you got these two are matching right here. There's like almost no effort required. Just keep those two matching. So when you put this blue, green, and white here, just do the U wide and do the D wide prime at the same time. You might use them, you might not, but it takes 0 time to just keep them together. Actually, I saw the full pair, so actually it would have ended up being pretty nice probably. See, now if you kept them together, oh, you're doing orange and yellow, so that's fine. Yeah, the edge tracking is like a little... Yeah, the rotation's super... The rotations are whack. Yeah, Plock says he doesn't do it anymore, so yeah, but the rotation of the solver... Looks like they're throwing off... They cannot possibly... They are, like, definitely got to be throwing you off, like, every time. Unfortunate case there. Nice. I like the use of the wide moves. Wide, like the U wide 3 prime, solid stuff. Okay, so for this particular last 4 edge case, you have one of the nice cases right here. You see this? This is a slice to solve the whole edge. Just go, and it's a middle thing, which is gonna lead you with a 3 cycle. It's gonna leave you with a 3 cycle to finish your minerals. So just go ahead and finish that edge right there. I'd recommend that, but it isn't too bad. You kind of doing Definitely, okay, yeah, if you're doing it like that, definitely would have done what, you definitely should have done what I said first, so it's not a big deal though. Learn your last two edge cases. Holy crap. Learn your last two edge cases. Yeah, learn your last two edge cases. That's just like straight up, just learn them. Not much to say there. Plox's 3x3 is pretty solid, so. A little bit of a hesitation. You should have known that wasn't going to be a. You probably should have known that wasn't going to be a edge orientation case without something super tricky. It looked like you thought it might have been. But that's fine. Holy crap, it's already 15 minutes. Alright. Yeah, centers are looking pretty strong. The edges, like, the execution of the edges wasn't too bad, like, but it's pretty easy to execute edges. Yeah, the edge selection is like poor. Okay, right here. This I don't think is worth it. So like, okay, so you put your first bar, right? And you only got two pieces on this right side. That's not worth it to pull them out. Just find an outer bar somewhere else and just do it, because you just did a lot of work. Like, that bar took so many moves. Like, just find a different outer bar, and then you can take those pieces out later. You don't have to use the pieces in the top. It's better to not, and just take them out with a different solid bar. What the hell? Okay. 2 out of 2. The center selection post first 2 is real bad, man. Orange is like the third best option, and there's only 4 options. Okay, let's see where we are real quick after center's finish. Okay. We're right here. What do we see? Almost nothing right now. We do a rotation because we saw nothing. What do we see now? We see a full, complete white bar. And this 3x1, white and red here are actually like really easy. White is like probably white is the basic easiest. Red might be easier if you do something fancy, but white, I just go with white for sure. You have a full white bar, and like, yeah, edge selection, just like, it's just obvious. Like, white would have taken you about 1 second to get 2 bars. The thing I was thinking about red was like 2 bars plus something, like looked really quick, but it would have been like 2 seconds instead of 1 for like maybe a little more than 2, so I wasn't sure if it was better. But yeah, the center selection post is abysmal. Like, these are fine. Like, the option select here is fine. Whoa, 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 that's not right. There should never be a slice in that case. Okay, so right here, there's no oh wait, there was the corner taken out. Never mind. Okay, that was fine. What was that? So red. So in this particular case, let's see if there was something obvious. So in this particular case, usually when you have this 3x2 block by here, the first kind of instinct I usually say is the best option is look to build the first 2 bars at the same time, not one at a time. In this case, it looks really easy to build 2 bars because you have this 2x3 block. It's actually not the greatest case because the other 2x1 doesn't already exist. But I would just kind of say, in this particular case, it wouldn't have paid off that much. But I would say, shoot for making the 2x1 bar first. That was weird. Once you're in this case, though, there's 3. It's like only 3 moves. Like RU prime R prime will make this outer bar, as opposed to something strange. But this is fine. Not bad, not bad. Weird rotations, but alright, alright. Yeah, does look a little bit better. Wait, what? Ooh, yikes. Ooh. It's just like, this is an example of like edge selection. Like, you're doing, oh wait, are you not doing red, blue, and white? Yeah, you are doing. Yeah, you're doing red and blue, but you took out a red and blue to like put it in a red and blue. So like, yeah, these rotations are really like messing with your whole flow. They're like super weird. Right here, you're also doing unnecessary rotations. So you put this in. Don't do this D move. Do a U wide prime. U wide prime will have no rotations. You shouldn't also be rotating to find pieces so much. Like you're rotating a lot, like left and right. You should only rotate like Z2 really. Rotating left and right are pretty like. I do it way more than I should, and like you're doing it more than I do, like a ton. Yeah, these edits are nowhere near what I'm doing now, so I don't know. Yeah, okay, the edits here are like they're strange. I guess I won't go into too much depth on the edges because Pox is saying they are pretty different. The rotations are just there's just so many rotations and like there are like there's nothing that, like besides the rotations there's nothing that's going on. It's like too horrendous. It's just weird selection and stuff. All right, that was good. That was good. Good five edges. Kind of took a long time to recognize that case, but not a big deal. Those are solid. Cycles with last varieties are pretty hard, so I think that was solid. That was good work. I'm glad. I think it's good that you're doing those. You're attempting those. I think it's definitely better to be a little sluggish at them now and then be better at them later. So I like that. Good stuff there. All right, let's see. Solve 3. It's nice, nice silent solve analysis. What center is he doing? Actually, I also want to see that was a long time to get first 2 centers. Actually, let's check out the inspection here. Wait, let's see the other side. Let me see that green. Oh, it's not that easy. This is a pretty bad start. Orange is all right. Yeah, a little fumble there. It's not too bad. Not too bad. That was this is one of the last 2 center cases. Yeah, I'll watch it in the last 2 center case. Again, I like that. Doesn't redo the rotation. Does the D wide to put the center bar in. I like that. Good stuff. Oh, I really like that. Although we kind of ruined it by them putting orange on front instead of red on top. So, but I do like that insert stuff. Not rotating to have this like being able to insert without the face you're working on the U is really nice. I think really undervalued because you can get people get away with it. Oh, the corner is on top. Yep. Oh well. All right, let's see. What's he gonna do? All right, everyone type 1 yellow or type W in chat. Yo, drummer, thanks for the sub. What's up? If he's gonna do white because he has this full white bar sitting right here, put a W in chat. If he's gonna do yellow because it's all right, put a yellow or a Y in chat. If he's gonna do green because it's kind of weird and there's a 2x2 and this 2x1, put a G in chat. Let's see what happens. And if he does blue. We're turning off the stream because there's literally nothing blue. There's 4 blues in this whole face. Here we go. Better not be blue. I'm gonna freaking die if it's blue. Okay, yellow was alright. Yellow's okay. Let's just check it out again. Let's see what you saw. But like, again, like in this case, it was just so obviously white because, oh god, and then you rotate it up. This is the same case as last time. You rotate it up to see more, and you have this full white bar. And this white bar this is a slice slice U prime wide move for 2 bars, and like this will take you like less than 2 seconds for 2 bars. And yellow was okay, but like, I think it's like you decided on yellow incorrectly, and then when you switched up and white was even more correct, you should have switched to white after that. But yeah. 0 for 3 on those on the transition to next 4. I like that. That was good. Good stuff right there on the not like Plox is pretty good at this stuff right here. Plox is good at allowing his centers to be off. He can make other bars without his other, like if he's on his 4th bar, he doesn't need all 3 other bars to be together. That's really important, and Plox, I've seen this a few times, he's really good at it. That's like it's not super advanced, but it's definitely kind of above the 250 limit, I'd say. So that's really good stuff. Like right about here, he finishes off this. So he has 2 bars in the back and he has 1 bar right here, and he finishes off this bar while his other 3 bars are not aligned. So this is really good stuff right here. Solid work. Okay, not bad. What the shit? Dude, no. You gotta go for the low-hanging fruit. I don't know if you only do... You definitely doesn't do middle only first, like... Okay, so now... You're in this position right here. You gotta just do the outer bar. You got 3x1. Outer bars are super easy. Just do the 3x1 as opposed to this awkward, like, stuff, and then you mess this up. Just do the outer bar. You gotta go for the low-hanging fruit. Yeah, some of the center selection is a little odd. The execution seems to be pretty well, but the selection is... That was not the right... Never mind. As I was saying, execution is good. I'm just going to show you this particular case because that was just whack. Let's give me some centers going. It takes a little bit longer to set up my 6x6 in the right state. What do we just need? We just need last. Oops, that was dumb. That was also dumb. That was super dumb. Man, I need to keep some more. Wow. Hey, Plox, you look at that. You look at that edge selection. Oh, whoops. All right, that center selection. So good. What does he have? Okay. I accidentally did the whole centers. Okay, that's fine. And now he's at this particular case. So Plox is right about... Plox is right here. Bam, nailed it. All right. He's right here. So okay. I don't even know what he does, but this case, this is a common case that comes up. It has to have a slice because these are already matched up. It's just a bad case, but make the 3 and then slice these. So what was it? Yeah, just make 3 out of 4, and then boom, that's it. So, it's just a case to know. All right, because there's just a lot of moves here that were weird. All right, so this is the last 2 Sarah case doesn't know. What was the confusion specifically on this case? Last you saw with this last center case, I'm running fairly. I don't know when you have 2 bars made and trying to make the 3rd inner bar and win piece. Okay, so that's after he makes the first 2 bars. Okay, and now. Okay. Wing piece is stuck on the bottom and the matching center piece is on the top. Requires slicing somehow. I'm trying to make sure this requires slicing. So this is where you have. So Plox has a pretty poor case. He has this case right here, essentially. Plox has like this case right here. So, but no, it's not this case because it doesn't have that piece. Wait one sec. He has essentially. This is a garbage case. This is like one of the worst cases possible. Yes, this is like one of the worst cases possible. Essentially, like. So there's covariance, like say you have this case. This one's easy because you make the 3x1 and then you pair up this one. This case right here is bad because you got to pair up, like you'd want to do this, but you can't do that. I think there's a better way to do this, but it definitely requires a slice. Essentially, like you have a couple options that don't. Okay, so here's the best option. There's not too many good options. The mistake that you don't want to make, here's like the obvious way to do it. So what you would immediately think is like, okay, we're going to make this 3x1. But you make this 3x1 and now you're stuck in this, you want to use this piece or this piece, and they're both like 2 away. Like, that's terrible. Or this one's also like 2 away. So like, what you want to do in this case is, what case do I have again? It's shoot. Oh, no. Yeah, it's this case. About. We're going to ignore this one. So what you want to do in this case is you want to do... Essentially, it's just unfortunate you got to slice, so... You slice this piece up, and now all 4 of your pieces are in the same place. They just do an insert. It's pretty garbage. So Plox is the same case. It's a little modified. I think you probably could figure this out from here, but like you slice this layer up, do a U, and then slice it back down, and then you can just do a basic insert. But like it's just garbage. So like, yeah, he did the thing where you make the 3x1 and then you just end up with a bunch of garbage. So it's just important that like it's a bad case. But if you do it wrong, it's a worse case, so you just have to do the bad case. It's essentially kind of how it goes. Yeah, don't do a wide... That's the only time where you do not do the wide moves, because the wide moves actually set you up into a worse case. You just got to do the slice first. Right here. So this is nice. See right here, you got a blue 2x1 underneath your hand here, and a red 3x1, and you got the last red piece. You don't want to remove this 2x1 because this is blue and white's probably being your next edge. Just do this back insert over to here and then save that piece right there. Because now you pulled it out and now you might put the blue and white back in, or like now you have nothing else, and like, yeah, it's just not as good. I feel like there's not much left in centers here. And yeah, edges have been pretty similar the whole time. Cycles are good. Definitely need to work on them, but it's good that you're working on them. Nice. Standard stuff. Alright, so Plox's solids are pretty solid. I liked them. Biggest thing, the TPS I think is good. Accurate TPS. Turning seems smooth enough. Centers were pretty solid. Edge, the center selection after first 2 was horrible. Like, figure that out. But the choice selection was alright once you got onto the right center. Just like picking the right center was bad. And the execution moves were overall pretty solid. Really good at being able to solve bars while not having the whole center done, which I like that a lot. Edges were not great, but at least it wasn't like you were spamming TPS and then pausing. It was just like smooth fluidity, but like the rotation, I think fixing those rotations are really gonna like really help out because it's kind of ruining your whole flow. Selection was poor, and then like, yeah, I think in general, like, edge is just kind of something you just have to, like, there's nothing too major about it. It's, like, kind of how edges go. Like, there's nothing too majorly wrong with them. It's just, like, overall, they were just kind of poor on the edge selection. Something you really just got to work out is, like, actually picking the right edge. Maybe don't be afraid to not be turning for a little bit. Like, Plox is turning most of the time. Just don't be afraid to actually stop turning and actually look and pick an edge. You just do an average of 12. You're actually, like, picking the best edge every time. Like, spend, like, 3 or 4 seconds. And then stuff like that. But overall, pretty solid stuff. And, yeah.